Hi everyone, this is Jace. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of the Freelance Creative Exchange podcast. Today, we want to speak about the impact of COVID-19 on the live music performances in Singapore. On March 27, the music has stopped and the lights went out at entertainment venues across Singapore. This is still a heavy blow to the local music scenes, which has been hit since the beginning of the pandemic. Today, we're very happy to have ParaMercy back with us again. So, as you may recall from our previous episode, ParaMercy is a duet group specializing in raw hardstyle and makeup of Paranoid as well as Swave, two of which are our hardstyle homegrown veteran in Singapore. If you want to find out more about their music, check out our previous interview with them where we discuss the hardstyle scene in Singapore and what is it like being a DJ in Singapore. Hello.
Hi guys,
Hello,
Paranoid here,
Safe here,
and
and
Hi.
together we
together
are
we are.
ParaMercy.
Great. Thank you so much. Thank you for the time. Maybe I'll just ask the way first, and then after that, Swave. So how have you all been, and what is the impact of COVID-19 situation on the hardstyle scene in Singapore?
Okay, firstly, thanks for having us back here again. So, to share more views on how is it like. Um, Ever since March 26, we have been jobless overnight. So we have been at home figuring out what to do in the meantime while we brave through this pandemic. Like how did it impact us is basically right overnight we have zero income. So it's kind of like a painful thing to go through right now, but health is everything. So it's better to be healthy than having money and no life to spend it. You get what I mean?
Yeah. How about Swave? How about yourself?
At first, like before this shutdown, I talked with my friends before, like, okay, so if before we go into a lockdown, which industry would it actually target first? As like I was thinking, maybe the nightlife will actually have an impact first, but I didn't actually like think that they will just shut it down like within 2 nights after announcement. So it kind of came in like a bit sudden.
Mm.
So during that point when it happened, I was like, what should I do now? As I had backup plans lah, like doing Grab and stuff like that. Then it didn't really suit as how I thought it would. So I created like 2 pieces of track just for fun, and basically, yeah, I did Grab for a bit. Then afterwards started streaming on Twitch.
So how have the whole pandemic affected both of you personally from a personal angle?
Okay, firstly, ever since pandemic start, we couldn't meet up as often as how we used to. So, like collect projects got a bit put on hold, and lessons have to be put on hold, and events have to be put on hold. So basically, everything is a straight pause right now.
How
So
about
we just
I see. How about emotionally? I mean, it's something that a lot of people don't expect as well. But I think emotionally, are you going through a hard time as well, or actually, you are actually embracing it and try to see how best you can make out of it?
I would say a little bit of both.
Yeah, it actually goes both ways.
Yeah.
It's like it's a good time to relax and get your body all back in motion, because working in the nightlife is sort of unhealthy. But at the same time, well, we aren't really working, so that productive part of us kind of like screams out at us. So yeah.
But ultimately, we have to find something to do in the meantime. It's better than sitting at home doing nothing. So why not just make the best out of it and do whatever we can during this dark period of our lives?
Yeah, definitely. So what have you guys been doing since the shutdown of the entertainment venues in Singapore?
We did a live stream for Zoom.
Oh,
That was the first. And subsequently, we kickstarted off our podcast to feature monthly mixes on our SoundCloud and Mixcloud. Safe will be the one handling it. And in the meantime, we are trying to finish as many projects as possible within this time frame.
Wow, that sounds like very
Yeah.
busy.
I can send you over the links right after
Yes,
this, I guess.
please, please. Yeah, please, please. Yeah, audiences, if you all want to hear more about what they have to say, please, check out the link below as well. We'll be putting it together with this episode, right? So it seems like you all are still keeping up with your music, right? Is it
Definitely, definitely.
is it
Yep,
very
definitely, of
difficult?
course.
Is it very difficult to keep out the music because you used to do it in a bar and then now you have to do it back home?
Man,
Uh,
in my opinion, nah, it's not really that hard to actually like make music, especially in a place where it's comfortable. And besides, we're like running on the same kind of software, so we can easily just send each other through online clouds and stuff.
Mm, mm,
yeah, like what Swift say, we were like exchange ideas, like what kind of track we want to make next, and what kind of samples we're gonna make, the
mm,
sort of stuff. So
mm,
he would do his stuff on his end, and I do my stuff on my end. So we kind of like exchange ideas here and there.
The
mm,
only thing we like is like the physical, how to say, to exchange ideas like on the straight go.
Yeah,
So
like
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 I
two of
mean,
us in front
yeah,
of the same computer. You get what I mean?
it
mm,
definitely takes longer. That's about it.
mm,
Yeah.
mm. So just now, you mentioned that you also started podcasts and things like that. So what else are you doing to actually reach out to your audience, in terms of the music perspective?
Actually, like I mentioned earlier, there's this little small gag that I did, which is the
Mm,
the the Kasana Kasini thing. You
mm,
mean I okay lah, it kind of came out accidental, but if anyone's actually free to do the challenge and you know how to shuffle, maybe
mm,
once you're free to like take the track and do a video of yourself dancing at home. Maybe
mm.
that will make you get more active in a more physical sense.
Right.
To at the very least keep things going.
Yeah.
I
Yes. Yes.
mean,
That's right.
it's going strong right now, so why not just keep
Mm,
up the trend?
mm. Yeah. So just now you all mentioned you all did a live streaming. That was how long ago with Zook?
Do you remember the date, Para?
That was I think a week before the circuit breaker, if I'm not
Ah,
wrong. A
okay.
week before circuit breaker. So it's about one or 2 weeks back.
Mm. So do you intend to do any more? Coming up shortly, or uh,
I mean, in
any
terms
other?
of streaming terms, we can't really visit each other's houses, so
Mm,
we have to do it individually.
mm,
Otherwise, it'll be against the rules set. So
mm, mm.
technically, I don't really have a set at home. I can't really
I
Yeah,
see.
do DJ live
my
streaming.
personal set is at the studio, and we couldn't go to the studio as well because
Mm,
it's considered as non-essential. So
yeah.
basically, we are stuck at home with lack of equipment to do anything.
Right. Right.
So the
Right.
only
I
thing we
see.
could do is, maybe make some mixtape and
Mm,
crowd up some new track drafts so that we can work in the future.
We
mm,
can definitely produce, but the only problem is that we can't really mix without a set. So.
mm,
Yeah.
mm. Yeah. So looks like people who love your kind of music will probably have to endure for a while until the whole thing settle, right, and back to normal again.
It's not just
But
us, I think. It's for everyone, for
Mm,
everyone
mm,
else too. So it kind of like make our lives like more dull because
mm,
it's like our livelihood. I mean, no one can live without music.
mm.
Be it dance music or classical music, that kind of sort of stuff. So it's like it feels like a big chunk of our life has been taken away from us until this whole pandemic thing is over.
Mm,
So we
mm,
but
really have.
technically, it's still possible to hang out with us either ways. Like besides we making music, we
mm,
still do streams like Paranoid is doing. There's this application on his phone.
mm.
Yeah,
Which house party, you mean?
yeah, the house party thing. a
Oh,
lot
that's not for
of people have been
streaming.
doing.
Yeah, but that's more for like a group interaction. It's not really of like a stream thing. And it
So
eats
is
out a lot
that
of
an
battery though.
application? Is that an application or is that a
Yeah,
platform?
it's an application, but
Mm,
there's some controversy about it. Like people say that you will hack your phone or something, which I don't
mm,
think is true because you can choose to revoke your access to your social media account. So
mm.
yeah,
Right, right.
For my side, I'm doing Twitch, so most of the time I'll be gaming, and these games usually have multiplayer functions like Call of Duty, War Zones, and stuff like that. So anyone can just come in and join me. It's like the stream is open to anyone to play with me. So
Right.
yeah.
Okay, I'll join you
Wow.
soon.
So do you think this COVID-19 pandemic, right, will actually, once the sector will actually change the way we go to clubbing, or will it also change the way that, that you play your music?
For this, it depends on how it ends actually.
Mm,
But from what we see now with the rising number of cases, I don't really want to expect anything because
mm,
I don't even know what will happen tomorrow, let alone,
mm,
3 months, 6 months. So it's
mm,
like everything is very unpredictable now. So, but what I can say is slowly, eventually, we will get back to where we were from. Like,
mm,
I mean, we have been through quite a few pandemics and really like SARS, swine
mm,
flu, the sort of stuff. So I believe, this will be just another obstacle in our lives that we just
mm,
have to get through it.
mm. How about Swave? What do you think?
My opinion, nothing can really change the environment, the atmosphere of how a person actually experiences music live in a club or in a festival. So these people who are like currently stuck at home, they will definitely go out there and attend more, in my opinion. But who's to say? I mean, everyone's kind of feeling very noir right now. So
Resting. Everybody taking the opportunity to rest.
Yeah, to catch up the
Yeah.
lost sleep from the past
Yes.
years,
Right.
So they
Okay.
can either be in one state or the other state. So
Right. So, do you have any encouragement or advice for the local musicians who are actually struggling right now in this challenging period?
Sid can go first.
definitely stay safe, stay home. It will be over before we know it. I
Mm,
mean, New Zealand only happened for a short term in New Zealand. I know the rising cases in the dormitories are on the extreme high, but on the local cases, it's kind of stabilizing. So it'll definitely be shorter than what we think inside our minds. And I definitely know a lot of us are like thinking about the extension. Yeah.
Well, for me, it's like, just make the best out of everything, because some things we can't control, some things we can control. And that's how we react to it. So be optimistic and let's break through this together.
mm,
We can do
that's
this.
right. Yes, we can do this. All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, Paranoid. Thank you, Sway, for taking the time to speak with us today. Right. So if you enjoy our show, do let us know by clicking the like button or leave a comment below. Check out our Freelance Creative Exchange site and join our Creative at Work community on Facebook and Instagram. Until then, bye and have an awesome week.
Bye.